Yo. What is going on? It's day 12 of 30 tunes in 30 days making drum and bass live with TC. Hope everyone is doing well today. Had some mad problems yesterday. The dishwasher kicked off the power. So we had a power cut yesterday. John A says, hey, Ellis is in the building. Big up TC. What you saying, bruv? Hang tight, all of the Facebook crew. Yeah, yesterday. Yes. Strobe says, yes, TC on quickly passing through. Emil says, oi, stream got lock off. It did, bruv. We got thoroughly locked off. Just waiting for the Twitch to come online for a minute. So I might just go back to this screen for a second. This is just waiting for things to come online. I feel like Twitch may not come online today. Waiting for things to populate. Ruben D says, DMB in the house, easy. Jason says, sounds like I've got an earth fault. Is there a buzz in the mic now? It's all of these problems, bruv. Is there a buzz on the mic? Can somebody tell me? Is there some kind of hum or buzz? Let me know. All right, let's go. Let's get back straight into it. What's going on? Hello, everyone. Is it humming? It shouldn't be. There shouldn't be any buzzes. Paul Jacobs says, yo, easy the wolf pack. That's what he's saying. Let's go. Yes. Ellis says, woke up today and got a notification that I'm now a top fan, official TC fanboy now. That's cool, bruv. Jason says, nah, man, in your dishwasher. Yeah, maybe an earth fault. Yes. Listen to this guy. He knows his stuff. That's what we're talking about. Strobe says, I can't hear any hum. That's cool. All right, so I ended up finishing, well, pretty much finishing this tune because I couldn't stream. For some reason, it was just mad problems yesterday. So I just did it without you guys. I did a whole vocal and I recorded it to tape and then back into the computer, which is really interesting. I'm going to play you both versions and you can hear the difference between something that's been recorded to tape and something that hasn't been recorded to tape. And it's a massive, massive improvement. It's mental, really, kind of like what the differences between the two is just it's just amazing. So I guess before we get started, if you want to buy any TC packs for Serum or Massive or FM8, or I think that's the 3 synths that I support so far, go to tcdnb.com/shop. You can buy, there's 2 packs of foghorns, 32 foghorns, and they're in WAV format and preset format. There is New School Bass, which is on the screen right now, which is 30 New School basses, like inspired by like Rollers and the new artists that are around at the moment. So you can go and grab that. There is also 1,000 Massive presets on there for £40. And most of my packs are only £4.20, so you can go there and grab them. Original Mr. Running is in the house. Oi, fucking oi. Jason says, Sparky, innit? Yeah. You're a Sparky. Right. It is probably an earth fault. Going through the RCD? Is that what they call it? Pat Lindley is in the building. Tim is now in the building. Easy TC and the Wolf Pack. On a serious note, me and the missus were talking last night, just before we went to sleep. And we may actually be doing the free hat, free hat, free hat, free hat, free hat. We're gonna make a list of all of the regulars, and then we're gonna get some addresses and start sending out some free hats. So how awesome is that? I'm quite excited about that. It's not gonna be straight away, so don't get too excited. But we were talking and we're just like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. We're gonna send out some free hats. Jason says, get your packs, Wolfpack. They are sick. Yes, get your packs right now. Justin Lee says, what you saying, TC, Thug Life? Holla at your boy, Justin Lee Russell, and up in the building right now. Joseph says, wow, I want 10. You can have one, bruv. Tom May says, yo, TC man, how's it going? Yes, bruv. Very good. Very good. So I'm going to play you this tune. Everyone's getting excited about the free hats. That's what it's all about. DJ Conspiracy, what's going on, TC? Missed the last couple of days. Good to be back. Yeah, it is excellent to be back. Terrence says, America is in the building. America. Pat Lindy says, free hat, free hat, free hat. Mike says, I got the Bristol drums earlier. They're sick. That's amazing, bro. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Tim says, free hat also. Original Mr. Runnings says, yay. Big up to all the family. Michael, buzzing to hear this track. Future Soul Audio says, any jungling guy?
Any jungling guy?
I got the Tarzan and Jada jungle just swinging on the vine this morning, mate.
Brian Dodd says, big up TC. Hope you're all good today.
This could turn Ari Krishna into a bad boy.
Welcome one, welcome all. So I recorded like a whole like vocal for this, and it's exciting. And I'm getting echo in my headphones now. There we go, let's get rid of that. Future Soul Audio says, boom. DJ Conspiracy says, I've been working on my own beats, so all gravy. Awesome. Thousand says, where do I get a free hat? That's the thing, right? You got to be a regular. We're going to make a list of all the regulars, all of the Wolf Pack, and the Wolf Pack get a free hat. So if you come in, you're regular on the chat, you're talking to me, and I know your name. So we're going to make a list. Sophie is also going to make this list. She's saying now, only going to do free hats after I said I would pack and send them. We'll do it together, Soph. We'll do it together. Limit says, I heard it on IG. The vocals are so good. I love the tune. Different from the others, but so sick. Aiden says, Wagwan. Yes, Aiden. What are you saying, bruv? Michael says, bang, bang. It's the Wolfpack Conspiracy Gang. That's what he's saying. Gang, gang. Tom May says, Wolfpack Army. That's what is going on. It's a free hats, man. Where can I get a free hat? So this is the tune that we got so rudely cut off. DJ Conspiracy says, I need a new hat. Alexander says, do come to Copenhagen after the crisis. Yeah, man, I'd love to come and DJ there. Eric says, big serum packs you've been releasing. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, salute to you. Terrence says, send me a free hat and I'll send you one with my signature. Awesome, brother. Yosef says, the vocal sounds a bit like Pendulum. It's me. It's about the dishwasher. Michael says it sounds like TC. That's right. I wanted to level up the vocal actually. Bad Omen says voice for Angel. Thanks, bro. They call me the songbird of my generation. Future Soul Audio says, you singing really? Yeah, it is. This is the tape one. So this is the taped vocal. And I'll play you the untaped vocal after this. But you can see here, this part of the vocal is a bit quieter, so I'm going to... I didn't get time to do the Songbird of the Generation cut. Lyric Break says, that's my favourite part. The lyrics work as a love song, but it's all about a dishwasher. It is. TJ Conspiracy says, last time I was here for the Wolfpack track, missed the gang. Bruv, we miss you too. Heavy Intent says, yes, yes, TC and the crew. I don't know if I got my mic set up right here. EQ is on. We're good. Original Mr. Runner says, I was trained in tape splicing, old school, but tape sounds better. Tape sounds so much better. This one is called Cut Me Off. Ivan says, remember the good old days of Evolution. Jason says, sings like a butterfly, stings like a bee. Justin says, jeez, TC vocals are sick. Big up the dishwasher. You can get inspiration from anywhere, right? Wolfpack assemble! Future Soul Audio says, I remember splicing a Beastie Boys tape that snapped on me in 1987. Wow. You can do that. You can do edits, even fades, if you cut at an angle. Is that correct? You can hear it on old songs, like where they've comped the vocals, where they've literally just cut the tape. He's still got the tape, that's the thing. I think it's broken. So I'm really happy with that tune, man. I'm really sort of... I need to just grab this here and just trim it here. So do a little cut there and then go to the end of the vocal piece, which is over here. Somewhere it's there. We'll just edit that there, and I'm just going to turn that whole section up a little bit because it is not the same as the other levels. Although I'm not quite sure if it fits in the mix better in that level, but I feel like it should just come up just a gnat's whisker, like 1 or 2 decibels. So we'll do that there. Future Soul Audio says, I used to cut an angle and use sellotape. Yeah, you can do that. Damon says, stick a loose spoon in the dishwasher for some sick breaks. It's not a bad idea. What at the bottom? Andy says, blow smoke on your tape like Scratch Perry used to. Yeah, I mean, Scratch Perry used to take old, like, he used to take out those... Tom May says, you're ridiculously talented, but thank you, bro. I just do it every day. That is what we're all going to be. We're all going to do this, man. We're all going to be getting into this kind of production, the deepness. So these Scratch Perry used to take spring reverbs out of old amplifiers, and then whilst the tune was playing, he'd just kick it with his foot, and it would make like a clang noise. And that's like quite a lot of those sounds in his tunes are just him kicking spring reverbs, which I think is the best thing ever. I like that kind of production. That was like the earliest days of... I'm just doing this little edit here. Zoom in. Just trim. And grab that. So this is the tape recorded track. And it's just... It just makes it into something that's just like a bit more classic. Because you have to kind of commit to the vocal as well. Justin Lee says, 100% need to do a mix of these tunes when the 30 days is done. I'm fully intending on doing that. That is the plan. Let me turn that up then. Just a touch. Only a little bit. Spend so long trying to turn wrong from right. Lyric Break says, old school sound design kicking in out. That's what I'm saying. John A says, peeped the 60-minute mix for Ram on SoundCloud last night. Was it good? I can't remember it. So if you listen here, that is... We were gonna work it out. Can't believe you cut me off. This is the original vocal. And this is the tape. Anton says, yo, TC, Moscow gang here. Hello, Moscow crew. Pick up all the Moscow crew. hard to tell what the difference is between the vocal that's been recorded to cassette tape and the vocal that hasn't. Original says, yeah, man, the tape all day long sounds warmer for sure, less bright. Do you think? I feel like it sounds kind of bright in a different way.
Sometimes felt like we were gonna work it.
Ellis says, you should come to Manchester after this lockdown. What, for a cup of tea or to play a gig?
Sometimes felt like we were gonna work it out. Can't believe you cut me
I've
off.
only had like a couple of mixes since this whole lockdown thing started.
Sometimes come look at the power of the day's long. Staring out my window. Can't believe you cut me off. Wanted to show my love. You cut me off. Know what I'm. Come look at the power of the day.
Damon says, I'll make you a brew, mate.
Now I'm staring out my.
Yeah, it's like warm sizzle. It's just impossible to make a plugin that does it. And if I like, let's say I grab like a tape emulation plugin here. Let me go here. I got 4 of them here. So that I'll pick the Slate one, which is supposed to be a good one, right? And just sling it on there, and it just doesn't sound anything like what the original tape.
Come look at the power of the day's long. Now I'm staring out my window. Can't believe you cut me off. Wanted to show my love. Now I don't know what I'm going to. Can't believe you cut your loss. Come look at the power of.
It's very difficult to like even place what it is, but it almost sounds like it's sort of been set in stone by the universe when it gets recorded to tape, and it feels like you could just do no wrong, which is my Ableton just crashed. Joy of joys. I wonder if this is going to be another one of them days where the things just keep going wrong and wrong. We shall see. One of them days. Paul Jacobs says, my Slate tape is going in the binion. Just go and buy like a £30 tape machine and some TDK massive tapes. Some TDK tapes. So I had one tape and I recorded it to one of the tapes, and it had like a funny, like one of the sides was all messed up. So I got myself another tape, a fresh one, which was a position 2. So there's lots of different types of tapes, and this one was position 2. So it's not metal, but it's like the upgraded tape. There's kind of 3 types of tape. There's like your regular tape, then there's position 2, and then there's the like metal ones, which are supposed to be amazing. And it was one of those, and I used a bit of noise reduction on there. And sometimes with the noise reduction, you want to boost the top end, but I didn't have to do that on this occasion. So I was thinking maybe it might be a good idea to just add a couple more little bit of percussive elements to this tune and then move on to the next one. And you can't hear it unless I restart that. And now you can. Justin Lee says, Ableton wants a free hat. I think everyone wants a free hat, bro. The other thing that I did to the tune was I got this synth. I made this one like really wide. So this one's kind of mono. And then on the second part, I made it wider and then did some like, so it gets wider and wider. Which I was quite impressed with myself with. Not impressed, like chuffed. I feel like it could have a little riser. I'm gonna save this one as a version 2. We're gonna make a list. We're going to make a list on one of the streams and we'll make it the free hat list stream. It'll probably be after the 30 days, and then all the regulars who come in, who we know, we're going to make that list, and then we'll contact you all and send you free hats. And I hope this is not a mistake saying this. So I'm really happy with that. I've called it a version 2. Version 1's cool. This is my comping for all my vocals. So I can show you that now. Let's break this down a little bit. There's not much going on in there. There is the lead vocal track, and then there's this chorus bit, which is a bit of... I'll break it down. So it's just some really, I mean, sometimes it's like, and the day is on, now I'm staring out my window. Sometimes the higher harmonies can just be really auto-tuned, and you're not going to really notice it. And the day is on, now I'm staring out my window. Can't believe you cut me off. Wanted to show my love. John says, yo, how's it going? Very good, John. Welcome once again. Digital Roots says, did someone say free hats? I haven't seen your name before, bro. So the regulars, the Wolfpack, are going to get free hats. That's what we said. Me and the missus were talking about it last night, and she was like, you really should probably send all the regulars, all the wolves, the real wolves, who we know who you are, because we've been, Soph watches all the streams, so we know who you are. Original Mr. Running says, be honest, Soph, was the free hat idea yours? It was. She was like, I'm not going to do a voice, but she was like, we should give away some free hats. Tom May says, yet again, you've inspired me to get creative again today, bro. That's amazing. That's what I really want, is to make you guys, I just knocked my vape over, is to get you guys like into the studio and doing what we all do best, which is make bangers. Bangers. John says, I hope you do them because my head is huge. I got like a bit of a meathead as well, and the hats, they fit me, but on the second I got one thing left because they're not fitted caps. Michael says, is Father Ted making an appearance on a track soon? Maybe. Yosha says, I never used a tape machine, but I have an old Esia S-Mac Pro 20 mixer. It's actually quite shite. Use the EQ on it sometimes with the sound I run through it, make the sound warmer. Then it goes into a compressor. That's cool. That kind of creative stuff going out of the computer and back in is awesome. Heavy Intent says, hope I'm classed as Wolfpack, bro. I'm either Mark Spendlove or Heavy Intent. Always here as much as possible. Of course, bro. Your name definitely came up in the list. Tom May says, sorry about your vape, bro. That's all good. It's fine. It's all beat up. But I don't mind because it looks like something out of Blade Runner. So that's cool. My old vape looked really beat up. I had that for like 5 years. Tim says, gotta say, the Wolfpack tune has been stuck in my head all week. That Beeline riff was great. Awesome, bruv. That's amazing. I'm super stoked to have made that tune with you guys. Right. I don't really know what I need to do to this. I was going to delete the original vocal part because it's taking up a lot of processing power with all the plugins on each channel, because each one has quite a large vocal strip of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plugins on each one. So take the plunge. Bye. There we go. I'm happy with the taped vocals. Actually, before I do that, let's undo that. Spinning wheel of death. Look at you, Future Soul Audio. I had one where I had here we go. So what I'd done is I really like this vocal strip, and so I'm just going to keep it for when I need to do vocals again. Nick says payday. I can't remember your last comment, bro, but John says, is Sophie in the stream? Yes, Sophie is always in the stream. She is here, unless it's really late, and then it's just me. Yeah, where's your vocals, Soph? Come on. Let's get you in this. So I got my vocal strip here, which I really like for this track. And I'm just going to save that into my all-day folder because I'm feeling it. And then I'm going to go down here to special. Actually, what have I got in channel strips? Yeah, so I'm going to put it in my channel strips on my buttons here so that I can just go and make it happen again. So copy that, paste it in there, my little buttons. I don't know if you can't really see the buttons, but I'm just going to make that Vox strip. And then I'm going to find it in the list. V. Vox strip, there it is. And then now every time I want to go and find that again, you don't need to have buttons. You can just have it in a list of all day stuff. And then every time I need a vocal strip, I can just literally go, let's make a new channel. And I'll put a vocal strip on it. And there's my vocal strip. I might make it so that my plugins don't open. But yeah, there we go. So a nice and quick and easy way of recalling things that you do regularly. Heavy Intent says, who's on the vocals, bro? Did I hear correct that it's yourself? It is. It's me. It's me on there. Singing away yesterday. Just doing the dizzle. George says, that's wavy. Have you got two keyboards or something? No, it's these are buttons in front of me that I use to they got little screens behind them. I wanted them in my head, and then I saw that they exist, and I was like, I need those. Justin says, did you sing the vocals on the stream? No. That's one I can't do that. UNC says, he's an emotional bear. I'll sing on the next one. Yoshi says, and then I saw Noisia doing something similar. They just recorded some synth melodies onto tape and played it through a shitty cheap old ghetto blaster. Of course, the full volume distorted. Yeah, I've heard they do that. So in terms of singing on the live streams and doing vocal processing, I feel like I wouldn't be able to sing as well if I had an audience. So I can't do that, man.
Sometimes felt like we were gonna work it out. Can't believe you cut
So maybe just a few little percussive elements.
Show my love. Now I'm lonely. No one to send my day. Can't believe you cut your loss. Come look at the power of the days long. Now I'm staring out my window. Can't believe you cut me off.
Ellis says paper on the speaker for distortion is a good trick. I've heard about that. I have heard that some producers will abuse some speakers in order to get that real kind of like, this is actually destroying a speaker kind of sound. And I like that. And a lot of producers do a thing called reamping, which is putting like a microphone in front of like a guitar amp and then replaying parts through it. And it gives it that kind of real world kind of sound. And that's really what the tape does to the vocals. It just kind of, it gives it the sound of the fact that it's gone out into the universe, traveled through the universe, and then back in to the computer. And a lot of times, like, that's basically what's going on. You know, when you record, like, a lot of producers swear by preamps, which are called like 1073s and 1176, like the real preamps. I've got one, a mate of mine made for me, and the sound goes through a transformer in there, and it's very difficult to emulate the sound of transformers. But basically, there's no actual physical connection between the signal. It's like two coils coiled around each other. So like the sound is actually going through the universe and then back into an electrical signal. So there's something. They say that you can't draw a circle in digital, and I think that's got something to do with like the sound of it. I'm not being very descriptive, but I think you get the general idea. Original Mr. Runner says that's a good vocal edit, man. How pitched were they on the harmonies? Very pitched. Everything is very pitched. Future Soul Audio says, bro, Noisier made videos recording a bass line out from a shit speaker with a Rizzler stuck to the speaker. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I actually did it trying to get that Noisier sound 15 years ago. Tried it and it sounded shit. Think they were having a laugh. Yeah, that's the other thing. There might be some kind of like distraction going on there. Who knows? Robert Bartley says, are we geeking out about signal processing again? We are, bruv. That is what is going on. And he says, like that about preamps. Noted. Yes. So, Transformers, Robots in the Sky. Yeah, man. Limit says, have I seen Master Sounds DJ mixers? They have valves in them. I wouldn't be fooled by valves. I got like a valve mixer, and unless you're running a valve at like 600 volts, you're not really getting the sound of the valves. And I feel like sometimes they put valves in these things, but really they're just turning on the heaters, and it's not really sending like the signal through the valve at like the proper kind of voltage that it needs to be driven at, because it's quite dangerous to have equipment with 600 volts going through it. So I'm just going to quickly play this, and then I'm just going to load up a couple more drum racks, I think, so that we can just find a few sounds.
Sometimes felt like we were gonna work it out. Can't believe you cut me off. Wanted to show my love. Now I'm lonely.
I think a lot of times it's just like a gimmick, right?
Can't believe you cut your loss. Come look at the power of the days long. Now I'm staring out my window. Can't believe you cut me off. Want you to show my love.
Yeah, keep it clean.
Now I don't know what I'm going.
Scorps says, Heavy Intent DMV, are you the same guy who produced Bad Disease? Damon says, TC loves dishwashers. Confirmed. I hate dishwashers. I hate my dishwasher. Brad says, is this your voice, TC? It is my voice, bruv. That is correct. Ellis says, valves equals high price. It does. I tell you what I'll do for you guys. I'll plug my valve mixer in at some point, and we can have a listen to what valves really sound like.
Sometimes felt like we were gonna work it out.
You taking him out now? Okay, cool.
Sometimes felt like we were gonna work it out.
Scorp says, TC, is
You cut me off.
this followed on from yesterday after Sophie destroyed the sheep? Yeah.
Now I'm lonely. No one to send
The
my
dishwasher.
letter.
This song is about the dishwasher.
Can't believe you cut your loss. Come look at the power of the days long.
Jamie Jaden says, I could tell it was you on a vocal tone. Takes me back, mate. Your older bits when you used to vocal them more. I'm going to be going back in on that. Big up Jaden in the chat. Come and do that on camera, so. Yeah, I got cut off. find some percussion. Oh yeah, that nice little a nice little this little bit of this in there. Ah, it's loud as fuck. Get some little in there. Although that seems to be coming through very loud on the left hand side. Bongos, Tom mate, is all about bongos. Brad says is actually spot on hitting all those notes. That's Melodyne, bruv. George says the longer I play tunes through valve speakers, doesn't the bass sound warmer and rounder, or is that something different? Valves take a little bit of a while to warm up, so probably 20 or 30 minutes. When I was a kid, I used to have a big old valve radio. That is a nice little sound, that. Let's change the panning so it's a bit more... See you later, love. Be safe. Shakers, maybe. Mayforms says, amazing vocal. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think we'll get some cowbells. We'll get some few little bits. Brad says, make this a festival banger. At the moment, it is like a liquid tune, I guess. Future Sound Audio says, I bought secondhand Soundtracks Topaz giant mixer so I could compare my track after sending all audio tracks into the mixer to some. Guess what? It sounded the same. Now I have a humongous doorstep. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be careful. It's worth the experiment, but maybe just chuck it on eBay, mate. You know what I mean? I have a few doorsteps. Andrew says, I think I hear a hit on my hands. We all know what a hit sounds like, bruv. Dun, 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 dun. It needs a few more little bits of instrumentation, I think, as well. Sofatan says, heaps of love for the god of bass. Thank you, bro. Bless you. I don't think I'm at that level yet. What's a good outboard mixer for a small budget? I don't know. Limit Break says, who else is singing along? Do you know the lyrics, mate? I could post the lyrics. Dishwasher Doorstep. Yeah, that's going to be one as well, I think. Let's keep going here and find a couple more things. Mackie 12's a good... Mackie mixes have a good bit of distortion. That's kind of the sound of the old school, really. Go on eBay, definitely. That new SSL thing looks amazing, but I think it's expensive as expensive. Ooh, I think one of those would be good. That's a nice one. We'll stick one in this. We'll do the percussive elements sort of on the last bit, just to kind of add a bit of something. Something. Kind of like those 808 sounds, that sort of 909 sounds would be good. Let me see if I got some stuff. Let me keep going through this just to... These are like my favourite little sounds, little cuts from like speaking spells. Turn them up a little bit. And yeah, you can just be careful when you buy things on eBay. Definitely. I think sometimes they can be not as electrically sound as they should be because you are buying them at your own risk. Brad says, I'm just saying it now so you're here and hear it first. This will be all over radio for the summer. Do you reckon? Maybe next summer. We shall see. That would be nice. Could do a little radio tune. Damon says, off to the shops, TC. Want a Kinder Bueno? Yeah, mate. No, I don't eat sugar anymore. Well, I'm trying really to stop eating sugar. Nice. Let's get that and just make it. Do you remember that thing we made the other day? Special effects. I made that reverb delay thing. Let's just grab that. That's definitely gonna go into that sound there. Nice. Fish finger sandwich. Which sauce? Ketchup or tartar? Ketchup and mayo, I think, together would be quite good in a fish finger sandwich. Today is Friday, so we're going to have pizza and chips. Let's make that a double. Dig it. And actually, that delay could be a bit more kind of like close. Let's grab that delay up and just make it so that it's more like that and ping-ponging. Did it? Down a little bit, and probably a few hats. Actually, have I got hats? Have I got any hats? I probably need some hats.
Free hat, free hat, free hat, free hat, free hat. I'm in a glass case of
emotion. Apple cider vinegar and coconut oil help you get off the sugar. 95% dark chocolate helps keep the cravings away. Very good advice. I like that a lot. I just don't have sugar. Just give it up. Just like I gave up everything else. There's certain things you don't want to buy through eBay or other sites. For example, a wife. Yes, definitely not. I mean, you don't want to buy a wife anyway. I'd say in general, it's not a good idea. Let's go find some sounds, some like classic-y kind of sounds from 909s, because I feel like the era of this song is kind of like, it's got that kind of 80s sort of vibe to it. So it'll be in drums, I think. Gold Baby is what I'm looking for. There. And we'll go for 909, and then we've got cymbals, hi-hats, perk. That's a nice little snap, little clap. That'll probably work in there. Grab one of those. I always like those little 909 things. It's a nice one as well. Bit of reverb on that one. But it's that boom. Mayform says, I'm in love with this track. That's awesome, bro. That's all of the bongo bits. Oh, right. Is it Tom's? It's not. Maybe it is. Maybe it's 808 is what I'm really looking for, actually. Perk. Yes. Ellis Palmer says my favorite track by TC is Fast Car VIP. That is for the future. Benton says TC Psycho. Emil says yes, Necron in the house. Wolfpack assembled. The Wolfpack has assembled. Welcome, Necron. Welcome to the chat. Pong. Yeah. Yeah, Necron's getting one. So Necron, me and the missus were talking last night, and we're going to make a list of all the wolves that come into the chat regularly, and we're going to get all your addresses, and we're going to send you all hats. There's 42 people watching on YouTube right now. That is insane. If you're on YouTube, smash the like button, bruv. Smash! If you smash the like button. That's what I'm saying. Smash it. And I think just a little like... So Necron, you actually missed something as well with the tape. I recorded the vocal to tape and showed an example of the taped vocal and the untaped vocal. Saved. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate you, mate. So you can go back and watch that. You can listen to the difference between taped vocal and untaped vocal. You're going to give it away. Brad says, how much does the tape machine cost? So, there's lots of tape machines out there, mate. And I think, to be honest, you're going to be able to get one for pretty cheap. And it's just about messing around. Oh, I already sent you stuff before. There you go. Yes, yes. We were gonna work it out. Can't believe you cut me off. Wanted to show my love. Now I'm lonely. Let's get some my favorite hats. Can't believe you cut your loss. Come look at the power of the days long. Ooh, I heard the hat coming, the little shaker there at the end there. Don't know if you guys heard it. It was like this guy, and let's just let's make it go into it. These little details is what makes tunes, from my point of view. I like it when I hear like really nice little details in a tune. It's like, yeah, I actually went in. You know, that's what it's all about. I really like it when people put a bit of effort into endings on tunes. Quite a lot of times, people send me a demo. I'll just skip right to the end and be like, if it's got a really good ending. Box Fresh says, Tom, what is your favourite tune that you have ever done? It's hard to say. This one. It's always the one that I just finished. Ellis says you can get tape machines fairly cheap as people don't have the space for them anymore. It's true. And they are amazing. They sound amazing. The vocal from this track was recorded to tape. The only thing that you have to do is with this vocal, when I brought it back from the tape machine, I had to slightly adjust the pitch because I'm just going to copy this over here. Because when it records and then plays back, it doesn't play back exactly the same. So I had to adjust it by 0.15. So 174.15 to get it so that it was in time throughout the whole track. Because the tape machine plays back, obviously, 0.15 slower. So if you're going to do whole tracks, like vocals, you have to kind of like do a little bit of tweaking to get them to come back into time.
Sometimes felt like can't believe you cut your loss. Come and cut the power off. Spent so long trying to turn wrong from right. Taking the
Hey!
from the day to the night. Worry
Pixel says, happy Friday, fam. One, fam.
wishing that I knew what this thing was all about. Hey, no, not gonna make it. No, not gonna make it. No, not gonna make it.
Ellis says it's the same with old grand pianos as well. I've seen them for sale for £1. Yeah, but who's got space for a grand piano? I do not. Higher Sector says that's snare. If you remember, it's not anything special. It's just a jungle pack from the jungle pack and just a little bit of processing to make that snare. But it's different to like the snares that are around, isn't it? Brad says TC Start a Riot is serious.
Sometimes felt like we were gonna work it out. Can't believe you cut me off. Wanted to show my love.
Mike says, I have space in the west wing of my mansion for the piano.
Can't believe you cut your
It's at the garage, bruv.
Come and cut the power off. The day's long. Now I'm staring out my window. Can't believe you cut me off. Want to show my love. You cut me off.
I'm gonna add a couple more little bits.
Can't believe you cut your
It's in the conservatory. Nice.
cut the power off. Spent so long trying to turn wrong from right. Taken apart from the day to the night.
Sadik says, I like how slappy that snare is. Good amount of clap and a good amount of snare. Yeah, we got. So I think with the snare part, we've got two sounds layered in there. Jason says, would I out percussion or mid bass to the tape machine? Definitely, bruv. I got a load of sounds that I've recorded to tape. Analog tape, old session, original Amen. So I got Amens. So let me just look for tape. But oh, it's there. Old session. Oh, here we go. So I got, this might be loud. I got some subs that have been to tape. Amens, beeps, some chords, some Jake stuff. Bloody hell. Bits and bobs. Bits and bobs that I've recorded to tape over my time. But, so yeah, it's definitely worth getting the tapes out, mate. Higher Sector says, am I mastering this track? Only just logged in. I am just putting some percussion into there. And I was going to maybe add a little bit more instrumentation towards the end, and maybe on this last piece here. And then I was thinking it would probably get to a point where it's done. Somebody said something about a garage. Somebody said something about a garage. I can't remember what it was. Ellis says you need to make a track with all the samples. Yeah. Or make new samples. Sometimes I feel like making new stuff is better than going back to old stuff. So let's load up a couple of classic simps. I really, really wish that my JV 1080 plugin was working, but can't get it to work because Roland is long. Maybe grab a little keyboard and go through a couple sounds. Tape Eamon's tune, that's a good idea. Emil says, can I show you what I did with K-Clip on the end? Yeah, sure, mate. This one isn't really mastered yet, though. So I've got 16 decibels of gain. And the original track is not clipping, I don't think. What's the biggest thing you can keep in the garage before it doesn't become a garage? A studio. Just plugging in my keyboard. So I'm just adding 16 dB again, and I got a bit of soften on there actually. Normally I would have that on hard clipping, but maybe I felt like I wanted to have it a bit softer for this track. I haven't even put a spectrum on here to see what it looks like. Let's have a look. What's going on there? Looks like we've got some more gremlins. There we go. Definite gremlins going on today. My stuff is all messing around. I just want to turn that back on actually. Magnet. I don't know if anyone knows about Magnet, but it's the best thing ever, Magnet. Zomboy showed me about it. Let me just find it here on my thing here. Magnet. Magnet is amazing. It really is the best thing because you can grab any window and then it'll just, you drag it to different places and you can put it like, I think you can do this actually on a PC. But you can make the window so that it just goes to things and then you can grab it and like just move stuff around, which is super awesome. Super into that. So let's look at the spectrum. So the sub's too loud. I can tell you that already. Like the thing about this spectrum analyzer is between that line there, I don't know if you're watching, but between that line there and that line there is 10 decibels. So it's too much. Do you know what I mean? So like it's hard to know that what the space is between there for like whether a bass is 1 or 2 dB over. That's why I use a different spectrum most of the time. Tom May says the dishwasher is creeping up on you again, bro. No, the dishwasher's off at the plug. Ryan Dodd says TC the plugin salesman. I should sell these plugins. Whoa! Benton Whitaker just drops $20 in the chat. And it's a hippo that he put in there. That is insane, bruv. Massive salute. Thank you so much. That is really, really fucking generous, man. Benton Walker, big up yourself. Thank you so much. That is very awesome and unexpected. So you can see the sub here is too loud. But the thing about it is, yeah, everyone big up Benton. Jesus. $20. I bought him a steak. I bought Rex a steak. I've got it. I'm going to cook it. I'm going to make a little Rex eats steak video. And I'm going to show you guys that when he eats the steak. I've got a camera, so I'm going to do like a little Rex gets a steak vlog and we can watch it. But the steak's in the fridge. Yesterday we cooked up some chicken, so I put chicken in his dinner. So he didn't get to have the steak yesterday, but he's gonna get the steak either today or tomorrow. Maybe I don't know. He usually gets a Sunday roast when we have a Sunday roast too, so he's quite a spoiled dog. But I don't really regard Rex as a dog, to be fair. He's just more like part of the family. Just gonna save that. Let me just say, Rex is getting a steak because everyone was very kind to donate via YouTube, which is just amazing. So thank you to all of you guys. So let's see this sub here. It's on this channel. It's still as audio. You can see the snare is hitting there. That's a kick. See, what would be amazing would be recording that sub to tape. But I have to run wires from here to over to my sound card, which is on my desk here, and that ain't gonna happen tonight. Higher Sector says we smashed it the other night. You guys killed it, man. It was mad. I was a bit shy, to be honest. I was like, whoa, this is too much. DJ Marky says, what do I use on my vocals? Is it auto-tune? No, I use Melodyne. Yeah, Benton's got to be in the wolf pack. That was it. That is unexpected. I love this sub. This sub is recorded off of the Virus, and it's just the most wonderful sounding sub. And I don't really want to put a plugin on it, because when you start putting plugins on things, they start sounding shit, which is kind of how I feel a lot of the time. But I think I'm just going to reduce the volume just a touch, just a little bit. And audio already, that's Mike says don't compress it. I wouldn't. Box Fresh says you have hit 5,000 subs on YouTube. Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. Thank you to all the new YouTube people who have subscribed and who are getting involved in making 30 tunes in 30 days. I feel like the balance is better now between the... Sometimes I'll just take the drums and the bass. Just listen to those together. Ellis says, DJ Marky, did DJ Marky get back to you about joining the stream? He didn't. But as soon as I sent that text, that's when everything started to go wrong. So I'm not going to be doing anything that messes up the stream. But yeah, Box Fresh, 5K Wolf Packers. That's what I'm saying. All the wolves. Heavy Intent says, I had a TI2, bro, but it played up so much, I ended up selling it. Yeah, so I'm not even going to say those words anymore, I think, Mike. I'm going to try and watch what I say on the YouTube because I feel like I'm getting lock off. Arr, says Stuart. Yes. So the Virus TIs, in my opinion, because I also had a TI, didn't like it. I didn't like the plug-in version. It was cool when you run it in audio because you're using their AD converters with their, you know, there's hardware making those sounds. Even though it's digital, it's still making the sound. But when you use it as a plugin, it's just weak. I just was not in it. I wonder if I couldn't duplicate the channel and do something to add harmonics and then just use the harmonics. Or I'm trying to think. Actually, I think a better way of doing that is to go in here and group it as a group and then duplicate that sub. Then we'll solo it. And I don't know what plugin I would choose. Let me see what I've got here. Tone. Maybe try this True Iron thing and chuck it into there. I like the True Iron one. What's it using for in terms of delay? Zero latency, so we like that. Camel Crusher is a good suggestion. Yeah, I feel like I'm under scrutiny. Scrutiny! You are under scrutiny for saying certain words. And Tom May says, so TC, what's the reason you use RN Digital Spectrum Analyzer over the Ableton one? It's just better. It's just 10 times, million times better. So I'm just going to crush the bejesus out of this. Everything on 11. And I'm going to turn that down because I don't want to mash up your ears.
Sometimes felt like we were gonna work it out. Can't believe you cut me off.
Is that even doing anything? Oh, it certainly is. I didn't get banned. I just feel like I've got a... I don't know. How good is that plugin? I think we could get away with a plugin on this. Just this plugin. Look at all you talking about words that I'm not going to say now. Got nearly 50 people watching on YouTube now. That is mental. We started off and it was just me and Necron. About 6 weeks ago. Or longer. Probably like 10, 11 weeks ago. So I love that. Let's look at this spectrum and see what is going on. I'll put that there. I'll put that there. I'll put this here. I do this for hours and hours and hours and hours. Ryan says, don't you start making money on YouTube after so many subs? I did. They gave me the privilege of monetization. So we'll see. I think I made £1 so far. Mike Richard says, big up Necron. See this here? That is a harmonic. And that is what this plugin is adding. Oh God. Why is that gone so loud now? So it's hard for me to show you. Oh, I can show you. This is the original. And this is the one with the harmonic. But it's a bit loud. So I'm just going to take it down on the output. I like that. That's good. That will stay, I feel. Danny says, love to create harmonics with a tape machine. It's a good way, bruv. Mike says, Saturn's really good as well. Fab Filter Saturator. Yes, I've seen that. Dual Identity. Big up TC. Happy to be back with the Wolfpack. Welcome back. Gang. I think that's Jan or Van says, I'm here too. Wolfpack gang. What's going on, bruv? Nick says, the word, knew you were going to stream before you did. Mind reading. That's it, right? So you need 2 layers. You need the 2 layers of the tinfoil. Chrissy Chris says, add some orange noise. Send me some orange noise, bruv. You know what? Chrissy Chris sent me a VIP of Jump today. And he fucking blew my mind. He killed it. Chrissy Chris has a VIP of Jump because I sent him the parts. He's like, T, I got a little idea for that Jump tune, bruv. And I'm like, yeah, okay, all right, I'll send you the parts. And I sent him the parts, and he came back with this fire. It was fire. It was ridiculous. Chrissy Chris murdered it. Cannot wait to premiere that. I'll probably slip it into the mix when I do the 30 tunes in 30 days mix. I might even do it as one of the 30 tunes so that I get a day off. Not mine, obviously. I'm not going to take the credit for it. But, you know, it would just be one of them tunes. Because I need a day off. Chrissy Chris says he's lying. Please release. Trust me, I'm going to get that in the release schedule. Oh, Ivan. Okay, cool. Ivan in the Spanish version. Okay, cool. Sorry, bruv. Yes, Ivan, big up yourself. John says £10 says we can do better on Jump. Put your money where your mouth is, bruv. Future Soul Audio says make sure the tinfoil isn't inside out. That's right, you need the shiny side out to stop the Illuminati waves from getting in your head. Nick says we need to hear that. Do we? I don't know if you guys are ready for it. Ellis says, heard Chrissy Chris new jungle track on Ray Keith's live streams and it's fire. Yeah, man. Chrissy Chris has got some tunes right now. Limit Break says, that is awesome. Love Chrissy. Can't wait to hear. Emil says, big up Chrissy Chris. Everyone big up Chrissy Chris. Man is keeping it real up in his peas. Holla! Hello, Chrissy Chris. John says, make the parts available to us and see what the community can do. And I donate you £10. No bullshit. Ivan says, 5G gonna kill us. I can't say this stuff. It's gonna be next year for that kind of stuff. And I can't explain why. Do we prefer the sub like that or like this? Oh, it's so much better with that True Iron. That is some serious plugin. I remember, do you know there's that guy who's like Dutch and he does reviews of plugins and he's like, hey, it's snake oil. I don't know what his name is. His name escapes me, but he's on YouTube and I watch all his stuff. And he was like, hey, this True Iron is pretty good. And I was like, cool, I'm getting it. So I went and just got it. And it's really good. It's really good. I need to get affiliate links. I might talk to these guys about getting some affiliate links. White Sea, that's the guy. It's amazing. Serious. I think we're there with this tune. I need to start cracking on with the next one. Tom May says the wolf pack is strong as fuck today. 45 in the crew. Future Soul Audio says, I only just found out Chrissy Chris's dad is Kenny Ken. That's madness. It is in the genes. And in the name, apparently. The build says, what plugin? The plugin I was talking about was True Iron. It's well worth a little look. Maybe get the demo, check it out. It doesn't do much. Mike says, you seen the new desk he did a snake oil for the other week? Nah. Has he got a new desk? Did he buy a desk? I need to catch up on his streams actually, but I've been so busy with this 30 tunes in 30 days. I haven't had a chance to do anything. It's been mad. I just sleep. I get up and I'm like, oh, I got to make another tune. And then my missus is like, you should get in the studio and make another tune. Sometimes felt like Artifacts, yeah. John says, mind blown. I never realised that about Chrissy. His dad started a good rave night near me in Norwich. I used to love playing in Norwich. George says, plans for the next tune, TC. Love your new school roller type tunes. Ellis says, no rollers. That percussion just adds it. We've got this Triton here now. Thing was all about. Tom May says, new idea. How about you sign the free hats that you send to the original Wolfpack? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get a pen. There's not really anywhere to sign on them. They're black. I got grey ones. Do you want grey ones or black ones? Limit Break says, you guys obviously didn't listen to a show back in the day. Shame. 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 You know what that is? That's
bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit. You sound so.
You know what producers do? They just listen to when a radio DJ plays their tune, and then they never ever listen to things ever again. That's pretty much what happens. John says, I believe it was Rumble or Colour. I forget which, but both are massive. Last Rumble we had over here included Hazard and the Upbeats. That's a cool lineup. A bit for the Neurofunk guys and a bit for the Jump Up guys. I like it. Not foghorns, bro. Just nice rolling tunes, says George Booth. That is the kind of sound I was thinking. Just a little something in there, maybe on the ends here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the volume here. Ignore my bad piano playing. Dun, 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 dun. Do-do. Nick says, I vote tape amens for the next tune. Interesting. George says, oh, old school jungle was the vibe last time you made one for sure. A shout. The build says, I taking you rolling to Costco with me to load out, drop. I don't know what that means. Ellis says, would anyone like to do a collab? That's cool. That's like a community collab. I like it. Mike says, what software do you use, Ellis? Emil says, I keep getting phone calls. Bugger off, I'm with TC and the Wolfpack. Go away. That's what I'm saying. You might want to answer those calls. It might be important, bro. Doo-doo. Dun, dun, dun. Dun. I think it's broken. I think I cut the reverb a little bit short at the end there. The washing machine is broken. The dishwasher even. Let's have it so that we get a bit of that tape noise. It's broken. Is there some tape noise? Not much noise. I think it's broken. I think it's broken. Nice. Ellis says, I have Ableton 10, but I also have access to all the other doors. Wow. Well, I like that. So I'm just going to make another synth. Let's get another one of those Tritons. And also, I'm going to record that in. Let's commit to this stuff in an old school way. Mayform says, "Whoa!" Not sure why. Broken. That's nice. It's nice. I'm feeling very behind on this 30 tunes in 30 days thing, but it doesn't seem to be bothering me too much. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to do like 3 or 4 bootlegs in one day, just at the end, in like a mad rush. Loud noises. Do Mike Richmond says it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's true. Yes. Emil says, haven't you got a load of half-finished tunes you could just finish off? That's true. But does that work? Should we start on like a half-finished thing next time? That's probably quite a good idea. It depends how half-finished it is. And is it not cheating? Doom. Pat Lindley says Beverly Hills Cop. That's what I'm saying. I absolutely hate the fact that Crazy Frog did that. Ooh. That's amazing. What is that? It says INT 8088. INT 8088. Could be like. Sounds like the beginning of like some kind of prodigy business. That's a bit more like. Paul Jacobs says Ableton free for 3 months trial at the moment. Wow. That's pretty cool. George Booth says that sound is a vibe for the next tune for sure. Does sound scary. Just want some like nice little. Okay, I'm you know what? I'm happy. Doesn't need anything else. Got extra percussion in there. We got the vocals full. It's nice. I'm happy. Save. Save. Bounce it. Let's bounce it, man. I think the level's about right. I can't check that until later anyway, so let's export. John says, speaking of the Prodigy, where's that tribute song you wanted to do? I promised I'd keep reminding you. That's cool. I want to do one. I definitely do. And then sometimes I feel like I want to do it, and then I feel like, I'm not worthy. Nick says, just play that Dark Knight tune, then bang the tape, amens, and some kick and bass tunes done. I like your thinking, bruv. That's my kind of thinking. Emil says, yes, it works. And that's not cheating. 30 tunes in 30 working days, or pull some stems and VIP mix of my classic tunes. That's quite a good idea too. I could just copy Chris's VIP of Jump. Mickey says, Prodigy announced they will be doing a new album in honor of Keith. That's cool. Look forward to that. Pat says, would a TC bootleg of Beverly Hills Cop be on the cards? No. Crazy fuck. Right. Ivan says, I'm stuck on a D&B remix of Resonate. Interested. Bouncing the tune. Branch says, oi, oi, I made it in for one. Yes, you did. Holla at your boy, Branch. What are you saying? You all good? Welcome to the Wolf Pack. And that is bounced. So I guess we're going to start moving on to the next tune. Who's excited? I'm excited to see where we're going to go. What happened to Adam F? He's still around. I don't know. He did some dubstep or something. And then, I don't know. I think he's still around. Tom says, keep on threatening to work on that endgame VIP, bro. Emil says, you have my permission to remix the tune I sent you. Scene. I think I'm going to start something new. Wow, this is always scary, right? I wonder if I shouldn't start a new stream for a new tune. But, who knows? Ellis says, Adam F is running around in circles. I like it. George says, I'm so glad I'm in to see you start a new one. Always have to watch on catch up. Well, we are here. And now you said that, it's all going to go horribly wrong. But I'm starting with the jungle breaks again because that seems to have done good for us. We used that one already. Nick says, blank slate, always appreciate this part of the stream. That's interesting because it's always the bit that shits me up the most because I'm like, pressure! Tinderbox, which is a very interesting name, says, glad someone from the DMV scene is making videos on YouTube. Big up my dog. Big up. Welcome to the Wolfpack. Come join us. You can watch me make a fool of myself, making a shitty tune with promise and not much else. Mike says, what drums would I recommend outside of yours? Don't know. There's those guys who I use their sample packs quite a lot, actually. Origin Sound. My mate, can't remember his name. That's terrible, isn't it? It will come to me, but it's his company. He used to work for my manager. I think his name's Danny, but it's his company, and they're decent packs. I like it, but there's a lot of reverb on that. Emil says, where are you uploading them to, Ellis? So let's find out. Nick says, love the Scotty and Samurai breaks. Stuart says, not a bad tune yet. Well, it's not a tune yet. It is not a tune yet. I do like that break. Couldn't call a break retard now. It's not PC. Oh. Ah, shit. So you were DJ Tinder, and then when Tinder came out, it fucked up your game. Oh, man. I hope they don't bring out an app called TC, which is some fucking weird app. That would suck. My missus got a TV, which is called ISIS. And, yeah, I reckon their branding went downhill a little bit. But that was a big branding campaign for the other thing. Dual Identity says, your drum sound was so Dillinger sounding. Did Carl help me with that sound, or was it all me? I bought a drum kit and a microphone and just started recording drums. I feel like I like this break. With like a kick and snare of something else over the top. Robotronics says, yo TC, do I keep any settings presets for my default template? Nah, nothing. I start from scratch every time, usually like this. I don't want to get in a little like, he's not DJ Tinder, he's Mr. Tinder. Okay, that's the worst. That sucks, man. You might have to consider a little bit of a name change. MC Grinder, yeah. John says, I wonder if in the world of... I don't know. I don't want to get involved in this. This is too much. That's a classic break that's been used loads. I mean, you'd have to keep that one at like 162. All right, let's change the subject now. We're not having this kind of talk. It's just about where I want to go with this tune. I love this break. But I need to just turn up the old tempo before dragging it in there. Oh, right. Gonna do that. Nice. Is there a little, put a little thing in there? Oh, I think all the other ones are represented. Maybe put one in there. Put one in there. Delete that one. Okay. So I'll make this bigger so you can all see things. A lot of Turkish people actually use TC in the name because it means Turkish Republic. Ah, interesting. Robtronic says, Yo TC, do I keep any default settings or plugins on your starting templates? No, there's nothing on my template, but I got these buttons in front of me. And so I've got like all my plugins here and all my synths and samplers and stuff. So, and they're all like load up with sort of presets that I like. Let's do the old slice to new MIDI track and use my template here, TC template. And see how that's come out. See what's going on. And delete the original. Nice. It's a great break. Paul Jacob says, what about a track where the breaks switch up? Yeah. I don't know where I'm going yet. It's the wonderful magical mystery tour that we're going to take now. I'm just going to tweak up some of these drums so that they're on the beat. Let's just get the start points on because I'm all about that. I do not like sloppy drums. That's one thing I've always done, is make sure that my drums are like bang on. It's going to sound a bit weird for a minute. Maybe I should take the warp mode off actually on all these. Let's do that. That's going to take a minute. Sorry about that. Turn off all the warp modes. Make sure they're all nice and trimmed up. I know I'm missing a lot of comments, but I'm just doing this now. Need a classic jungle vocal that goes Mike Richmond says Logic's new sampler looks much easier than the ESX24. That's cool. I did hate the ESX24. Emil says, how long before it's sound like Chasing Status, no weight, sub focus, no Andy C? It's me! It sounds like me. Mwah, 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 so sad. So sad. All my tunes sound like other people. You do kind of lose a bit of the groove because these old beats have a nice little groove to them. But then we can just go in and let's do that now, actually. No, let's not do that. Let's do this. On the 16th note, quantize. Ellis says you can also copy to siblings when I'm rapping. It's much faster. You had to tell me about that. Tim says perhaps merge 2 breaks on this one. Yeah, that's a cool idea. I'll probably do that. Put some kicks and snares over the top. Hello, Sophie. You okay? We're going to have pizza now. I like it when I make the start points really, really close on the beat and then do like a shorter kind of decay on it to make it a bit more like snappy. We already have something sounding kind of nice. So let's find that snare is here. The snare is here. Let's go grab some of my favorites. Let's have a look. Oh, I've been sat here making tunes, sweetheart. She's like, could have put a cup, could have put the oven on. I got important business here. Getting shouted at. Let's group that up. What are you saying, Soph? Family life. Tristan says, if you change something in the drum machine, you can right-click, copy to all siblings. No. I don't see it. Tell me where. That is amazing, though, if that's possible. John says, getting shouted at. Which bloke doesn't get shouted at by his missus? None, mate. All of us. So hard. John says, getting shouted at. Which bloke doesn't get shouted at by his missus? It's all about a filter. It's all about a filter. Nice. Yeah, Tim says someone buy their wife a Domino's. Not a bad shout, to be fair. Alessandro says still get shouted at by my ex 2 years later. Well, unless you got a kid, bruv. Lock off. Yeah, it's true. It's not healthy if you don't know how to completely ignore it. Ah. There you go. Yeah, the whole family's there. We're all here. She's going to take the harness off the dog. Bless him. Do you have a nice walk? Nice. He played with a lot of dogs in the park. Oh, was he good? That is not like a husky. Oh, crap. There was 2 evil dogs apparently in the park. Ah, saving. Saving's good. Saving the tune is a good idea. So this is going to be number 12. 012, May 15th. So I'm still on track. I did miss a couple of days. Let's create that folder. And then 012, May 15th. Who's done the bad comment? Oh, no. Oh, wash his mouth out. That's disgusting. John says, my dog, when he's off the lead, loves biting the testicles of other dogs. Oh, dear. Twist the knob and then right-click it on it to copy to siblings. Wow. I don't want to do that, but I want to do it. All right, we'll put this up to 12.1. And we'll try it. Copy value to siblings. Wow. And then we go over here, and they're all the same as they were before. Do you have to have them all selected? I'm guessing you have to have them all selected. I haven't chopped a potato for her either. Yeah, let's just have normal chips. Have we got any? Ah. Ivan says, I gotta go, bruv. Sex TC, the Wolfpack gang. Gang, gang. Bunya chips, says Hypensia. Hypenza. Easy, Ivan. Take it easy, bruv. Nick says, uh-oh, Rex is on the stream. TC in the doghouse now. The doghouse. Good name for a tune. Oh, I like that. Let's put some of that in there. Where did those go then? There. Let's put one of those in there and just let's have that over the top. One of those clicky ones. So we'll go back in and turn off that and also turn off the snap. Oris says, evening TC, how the duck is it? Very good, mate. Holla! There's going to be a lot of hats we're going to have to send out, so. Free hat, free hat.
Free hat, free hat, free hat, free hat, free hat. Free hat, free hat, free hat. Wait. Yeah. Free hat, free hat. Get to the chopper!
Mike Richmond says, weirdly, I've learned more about Ableton in a week or so than I have in Logic in years. Yeah, it's nice to change sometimes and do something different. Have a different outlook on things. That's sounding nice. What's that, Soph? Is there anything we need to update Soph on? There was one guy who was called DJ Tinder, and we were a bit sad that he was called Mr. Tinder before Tinder came out. And then when Tinder came out, he felt like his DJ name wasn't a good DJ name anymore, which is pretty sad. Tinder, where are you, bruv? And then someone else said, we could do a recap. And then someone else said, what if there was a DJ Grinder? You wouldn't want to be called DJ Grinder either. And that was funny. We laughed. We are all having a good, fun time. Damon says, hey, Tom, they didn't have any Kinder Buenos. Sorry, oh yeah, Damon. And Damon offered to go get me some Kinder Buenos from the shop, but they didn't have any. So, no, that's okay, Soph. Michael says, Ellis and John, may the drum and bass gods be with you both. Yes. Oh, there's a grinder? There's a grinder from Corrupt FM. Unfortunate. Well, I'm loving this. This is cool. I think I'm going to find a simpler now. And I found a bunch of samples. We were messing around the other day. We were in this Vengeance thing. And in, what is it, Sounds. Where was it? Is it Club Sounds? And then there was like Sounds bit or Simps. Right, what are you saying, Soph? Because I got headphones on and I'm trying to do a stream. What's going on? You're just talking and I can't hear you. I'm going to get you a microphone so you can speak as well. What do you want to say to me? I might go to the shop anyway because the chips are going to take half an hour. And she's got to get vape juice because I bottled it yesterday. Tegan says, hey TC, you said previously that Logic sounds better than Ableton. What do you mean by that? Can I expand on it? I can. I keep bouncing tunes out of Ableton and they've got little dropouts in them and it fucks me off. So I'm going to have to take these 30 tunes, stem them out, put them in Logic so that it doesn't have the dropouts. Because I don't know why, but if I go back to some of the MP3s that I've bounced as demos, because I got a little Dropbox folder with like the 30 or the tunes we've done so far, and like they got little dropouts in different places where the audio just cuts out, and it's absolutely infuriating, and it makes me like very grumpy, a grumpy old DJ. Emil says, will I cut the fucking potatoes up, Tom? I'll turn the dishwasher on. She's not listening. You should turn I'll turn the fucking dishwasher on, you can't. Damon says, when I'm making bassline tunes, the clap ducks out sometimes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes like whole parts just disappear. Tegan says, okay, that sounds annoying as fuck. It really is. I don't quite know. Yeah, stick with Logic, bruv. It's cool for creating tunes, but then you have to stem them out and put them into a real DAW to like... John, stop being a wind-up, says Sophie. Hey! Damon says, do I ever use factory packs? Because you've got to enable them separately when you bounce your stems. No. Don't think so. Dual Identity says dropouts. The spinning wheel crashes. Simpleton UI made... Yeah. But I can't use my buttons. And that makes me a sad panda. Point to the part of Ableton. Was it good touch or bad touch? Kind of does sound like it just wants to go into a foghorn, doesn't it? Damien says Disableton. It's pretty, yeah. Big drop sub pitching down. Tune done. I got one of those actually. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like this one could just sort of happen quite quickly. Duplicate that and get rid of the MIDI part of it and just dash in a little bit of the old that and nice one, John. Take it easy, bruv. Thank you for joining in on the stream. Appreciate you. Even if you are grumpy, one of the grumpiest ones of the regulars. David says, I always feel like it's best to start on the drop and then build around it. Tegan says, hey TC, do you suffer from tinnitus? Any tips to avoid ear fatigue or damage whilst producing? Just low levels and just try and keep your life as quiet as possible. Brad Method says, I'm back. Welcome back. Wolfpack, reassemble. Wolfpack, assemble. Let's duplicate that. And just doing this, I just creating like a little beginning vibe in it. That's what's going on. Nothing is set in stone in this game. Just trying out different things until something cool happens. Yoshi says you should say this Wolfpack assemble thing on an Optimus Prime voice. It's not a bad shout. I'll give it a go in a minute. Is that going to be the tune? Wolfpack, assemble! Wolfpack, assemble! Wolfpack, assemble! Something like that. Wolfpack, Assemble. Just sounds shit. Let's put that on just channel 1. It needs to be really sort of loud. Wolfpack! Assemble! But it's a lot of wolfy kind of themes. Patrick says, oh man, one of these tunes. Hoover, glad I checked in. Oris says, do I always add a little verb to each channel? Sometimes. Sometimes not. Depends on the kind of tune that's seems to be happening. But yeah, sometimes, yeah. Ooh, okay, let's try that over the top. So let's layer this group this, and then do that this, and then grab. I'm so descriptive, aren't I, when I'm doing this? That on there, and then loop that. I do that on the wrong channel. I did, because that is not good. So how can I make that go over to there then? I put that there. And then that's gone there, and then grab that, group it, put it there, and I grab this now and put it into that channel. What? Gotta love Ableton. Grimy. Do a little bit of the old fading in there. Can it do fades on the loop if it's not long enough? There's lots of comments that I'm missing. Keep it old school. And Emil says, Shy Effects Wolf is there anyone I can think of? Yeah, but we've done that one already, so we can't do too many of those. Matthew says, loving these dark jungle vibes. Doc Scott would be all over this. Damon says, first you do that, then this, then you do the other thing. That's exactly what I'm doing. I should probably explain it more, but you can kind of follow along, right? As long as I don't do stuff where you can't see it because it's behind these two little windows here. First my hands are here, then they're here. Whoa. Okay. Does that work? Not sure. Might be just one or the other. It was worth a try. Let's keep moving. Doo. Just duplicate that again. I should make a button that has like a simpler with all these plugins, really, because I just seem to do this a lot as well. Maybe without the delay, or maybe shorten the delay. Damon says Mackie G Tour. I don't know why he's saying that. Bad Omen says, Ren says, oi oi, big shouts from Russell. Only just discovered that you're streaming. We'll definitely check out the previous streams. Yeah, they're all on YouTube and they're all on tcdnb.com as well. And you can also go out and buy lots of presets and stuff on there if you like. Andy says, have you tried out Portal Output? It's a nice plug. I'm going to check it out. I will check that out when I get a little bit of time. Horace says, question time. Have you ever met the Upbeats? Would you ever collab with Downey Wolf? I don't know who Downey Wolf is, but I have met the Upbeats. They are very nice people. Oh my god! You could have got me a white one. I'm joking. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Look at this. I got Bueno. I'm going to put it here. I'm not eating it yet. I'll wait for my dinner. I shall wait for my tea time, Sophie. Yeah, chuck it in the fridge. Thank you. That's very kind. Damon says, did Soph get you a Kinder Bueno? She did. Damon says, I feel accomplished. In news, Sophie goes to the shop and buys me a Kinder Bueno, which is absolutely fantastic. I am most pleased with this Kinder Bueno. And it's the sugar that I don't need in my life, but I will eat it anyway because I am a complete addict to sugar. Everyone says, now that's a Mrs. Where does it say that? Oh, marry the woman, dudes. Yeah. Michael says, TC, what advice would you give to a beginner producer who to keep the CPU low? I got 32 megabytes of RAM on a laptop. I just got Ableton 34 RAM. 34 megabytes is not a lot. But if you've got Ableton, just use the plugins within Ableton. Just use the stock plugins and that will keep your CPU nice and low. Try not to use too many third-party plugins and you will have plenty of... that sounds like a computer from like 1996. 34 gigabytes of RAM. I've only got 4 gigabytes of RAM. $32 bytes. 2 gigabytes. That's enough. I got 4 gigabytes, so you should be fine, bruv. Pardon? Can we have a vote on which pizza to eat, please? It's Friday night, pizza night. In the red corner, we have stuffed crust pepperoni, double pepperoni, or cheese stuffed crust, cheese feast. So it's pepperoni or cheese feast. Cool Red Pen says veggie. Mike says Pizza Hut all day long. Found a loop folder called 2005 Breaks, and it had a break in it called TC-ish Break. Is it any good or is it terrible? Wow, we're getting a lot of different... we've got cheese feast, pepperoni always, pepperoni fam. Yeah, I was going to say just chuck them both in. Yeah, chuck them both in, Soph. Soph says, no, that's greedy. Just say it, motherfucker. I fucking dare you. We're doing both. Tegan says, who thinks Jump is the greatest TC track ever? I got a VIP of Jump that Chrissy Chris made. I'm liking this. This is good intro vibes. This is going to be one of them sort of Friday night tunes. Doesn't really need to say anything. Just is what it is. Can jump, 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 jump. Take a step back and bounce, 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 bounce. Take a step back and good sounds, isn't it? There's a lot of these things in here, isn't there? Fatal Phase says, I'm out, bye. You didn't say anything in the whole thing anyway. Nice one, bruv. Take it easy. Appreciate you, bruv. Holla! Damon says, Tom, do I need custom wavetables for this serum pack? Or is it with serum? It's all with serums built in ones. I don't use custom wavetables because I want to make sure that they're compatible with all of the users. So, I use only the stock wavetables. Game Over vibe would be cool in the drop. Yeah, that's interesting. The beat's kind of similar, right? Got some cold tea here. I'm liking this vibe. I feel like I want to do like a pad and then like some kind of Reese thing. Kind of go old school. Alessandro says, I gotta go. Big ups to all. Enjoy the stream. Catch you tonight. Yeah, probably be back on. I wonder if what was that preset? Int 888. I wonder if that could work in there. I got these sounds on tape that I really want to use that I might grab up. How long have we done? We have been in for 2 hours and 16 minutes. So I think I'm going to leave it at this stage and then come back. George says, when's Voltage's remix of Hurricane being released? I'm trying to line that up at the moment. Just need to sort out some stuff with that. Oris says, can we send demos to your label? My D&B tracks are fucking rough, but feedback from someone who actually knows what they're doing might be helpful. Yeah, just you can send 320 MP3s to my Facebook DMs or Dropbox links, but only just send me 2 of your best ones and 320 MP3s. No WAVs, please, because they are huge. Paul says, what's the tune you did back in the day with Easy E? Yeah, that was mine. It was that is one of my tunes. Emil says TC just skips to the end, Oris, so make sure the end is tight. That's what I'm saying. No cut off. No cut off on the ends. The ends of the tunes need to be good too. I think this is a good start for where we're going to be going tonight. Big as that. Do 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 do. Save. This action will stop the audio. Yes, awesome. I think I like that sound. Yeah, I think I'm gonna now eat some pizza. We have been streaming for 2 hours and 19 minutes. Just stretch my legs, get another cup of tea, eat some dinner, and come back. And so that's about it, I think. It's been good. It's been a good stream. I've enjoyed myself. And enjoy the 2 pizzas. Well, we're going to have one each. I don't think I can eat a whole pizza, but we'll probably eat it. Yeah. Oh, so he's going to get drunk. You're not drinking? I'm not drinking because it fucked me up. Right, cool, guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It's a tune I did back in the day. And I sampled Eazy-E. Yeah, it says, back up, bitch, unless you want nut in your eye. It's just, my miss is like, that's disgusting. Yes. Younger days. Right, so guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back in about 2 hours, I think. Sophie permitting. whether I'm allowed. And we'll get back on with this tune and get it done, because I really need to get this one done, because we are very behind in this 30 tunes in 30 days. So big up to everyone who has joined in on the stream today, and make sure you grab your free hats. And I'll see you all very soon for another exciting edition of Making Tunes with TC, Making D&B with TC. Take it easy, guys. Nice one. Peace. Free hat, free hat, free hat, free hat, free hat.